विवर्जितं परिपूर्णं वृंश्चान् गीतार्थं वक्ष्यामि लेशतः समस्तगुणसम्पूर्णं सर्वदोषविवर्जितं नारायणं नमस्कृत्य गीता तात्पर्यमुच्यते। कृष्णावतारात् पूर्वं यश्चक्रे व्यासः श्रियपतिः भारतं तत्र गीतां च तं वन्दे मध्ववल्लभम्। About the Bhagavad Gita, its merit, I will start by a quotation from a great German critic, Wilhelm Humboldt, who says, the Gita is the most beautiful, perhaps the only true philosophical song existing in any known language of the world. This he wrote only after seeing the first 6 chapters dealing with Nishkama Karma, which is the subject matter today before you. Bhagavad Gita consists of 18 adhyayas and runs for 700 slokas, that is poems, of which the first 6 chapters deal with Nishkama Karma. And in particular, it starts from second adhyaya, 45th sloka, up to the end of the 6th adhyaya. It deals with the topic Nishkama Karma. By that you can understand 1/3 of the Bhagavad Gita deals with Nishkama Karma, means how important this doctrine is, this tattva is. The second 6 chapters, 7 to 12, deal with the Mahimas of Lord Krishna, namely Vibhuti Adhyaya, Vishwarupa Adhyaya, and so on. And the last 6 chapters, 13 to 18, they cover what was told in the first 12 chapters, Praguktasya Prapanjanam. That means what was told earlier is further elucidated and is further described. This is the short scope of Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters. And Lord Krishna likes this Nishkama Karma like anything. That is why he starts from 245 to 60 chapter and explains to the Arjuna in various ways. Before actually telling what is meant by Nishkama Karma, he praises, eulogizes the doctrine in 2 slokas, of which I will tell you 1 sloka alone, which is the most optimistic verse in the whole of Bhagavad Gita. As a matter of fact, I am living only because of the hope that is found in this sloka 240, which says, Neha Bhikramanashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. The meaning for this sloka is, even if the Nishkama Karma is adopted a little, it will erase so many sins committed by us and it will give a pathway for our emancipation. It is based on the Upanishad Vakya, Prarambha Matram Ichchava Vishnu Dharmena Nishpalaya. Based on that, this sloka is there. Like that, Paramatma Sri Krishna praises about the doctrine of Nishkama Karma. 3 slokas are very important out of the 6 chapters, 248, 330 and 510. If these 3 slokas are understood, you have understood Nishkama Karma doctrine like anything. Why Nishkama Karma has been praised by the Lord and why he censures, criticizes Sakamya Karma means, if you see 247, Karmanyevadikaraste ma paleshu kadachana ma karma paraheturbu ma te sangostu akarmani. There, Lord gives the jurisdiction. With regard to doing karmas, the jurisdiction lies with us. With regard to the results being awarded, result to be given, it is in the jurisdiction of God. Therefore, we should not enter into that jurisdiction. This is the basis on which this Nishkama Karma Yoga is based. I am now reciting 248, which is the definition for Nishkama Karma. Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tektva Dhananjaya Siddha Siddhayo Sammo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Dhananjaya, you have acquired a lot of wealth for doing Rajasuya Yaga for your elder brother, Dharmaraja, I appreciate. But more than that is yogastaha. This Jnanopaya you should adopt. Jnanopaya, yoga, nishkama karma, all the three are synonymous terms. Therefore, this Jnanopaya you must be adopting. Sangam tyaktva, most important in nishkama karma, sangam tyaktva, desire in the result, desire in the fruit, kindly leave off. And siddha siddhayoho, whether you achieve the result, whether you do not achieve the result, you samaha bhutva, there will be equilibrium of the mind. The balance of mind should not be lost. And karmani kuru, you do your duty. This is what nishkama karma. Whether you achieve, don't have a desire, don't have asha, don't have on that result, whether I am going to get this, whether I am going to get or not. Kindly see if we have to apply for every action in the world. Say, I am a lawyer. Therefore, suppose if you take up a case, for example, I am giving you just for illustration. If you take up a case, then whether I am thinking whether the fellow will give me fees or not, then I may not be able to work the grounds at all. Say, doctor, when he operates, whether he is going to give the fees or not, the operation may not be successful. The concentration will not be there. The efficiency of the work, the efficiency of doing the duty will increase if this nishkama karma. Don't worry, don't have desire. You do your duty. That is what Krishna says. Samo bhutva karmani kuru. You do that. Samatva means leaving the attachment, leaving the asha, leaving the desire in the result, whether you are going to achieve it or not. Because we have come to a stage where we bargain with even with God. We go to temple. Why? We prostrate before God so that my headache will go off. If the headache doesn't go, then we disbelieve in God. Therefore, don't do like that. It's not a market. Therefore, you do your duty. When God is there, you have to prostrate. You have to do all praise of Him. But with regard to the giving of result, he is under his jurisdiction. Therefore, samatvam, that means whether you are going to get the result or whether you are not going to get the result, we be steady in that yoga. It is called jnanopaya is uchyate. This is called nishkama karma. Coming to the present Bhagavad Gita, the context, this is what Krishna says, Arjuna, whether you are going to win in the battle, whether you are going to not going to win in the battle, kindly do your duty as a Kshatriya. Seven Akshoginis are relying on you. I want to tell you one point. This Bhagavad Gita war has been described in various ways. It is not a war between paternal cousins. It is not a war for wealth or property. It is a war between dharma and adharma. Therefore, Krishna says, this dharma yuddha, you have to do it. Do it whether you are going to or not. He go to the extent. Swadharme nidram shreya. Even if you die, it doesn't matter. Therefore, you have to do your duty. This is all these things are based on this yogastha kuru karmani sangam tektva dhananjaya siddha siddhayo samobhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Therefore, whether we are going to get the result or not, we have to do our duty. Therefore, like that, any work, any karma you take, any karma you take, lawyer or engineer or doctor or student. Therefore, whether I am going to I will write the examination only if you are sure that I am going to pass. Therefore, no assurance is there. You have to read and write the exam well. Then the result is in the hands of God, like that. Therefore, it is very important. Then I will deal with the other two slokas because time is running short. Maya sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirasir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasya vijadvaraha. This is 330, 248, 330, 510. It covers Nishkama Karma in entirety. And these three slokas have been elucidated in the other slokas of these chapters. Adhyatma chetasa, that is, have your mind always in Paramatma, in Lord Krishna, who is supreme. Nirashihi, therefore, without any attachment, except on jnana and bhakti, all other worldly pleasures, etc., don't have too much attachment on that. Nirmama is very important. Nirmama, I am doing it independently, don't have. I want to submit before you the most important word in English is we. The least important word in English is I. Therefore, this ahankara should not be there. Most important word in English is we means who. Who means all the tattva presiding deities. I am talking before you because in my tongue, Lord Goddess Parvati is there. I am speaking about Bhagavad Gita because in mind is controlled by Lord Rudra. Therefore, these tattva bhimani devatas are there. Therefore, the most important word is be. नमोस्तु तात्विका देवाः विष्णुभक्तिपरायणाः भवतोऽहं प्रपन्नोऽस्मि भवन्तश्च कृपालवः धर्मे मार्गे प्रेरयन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि. This is the shloka you have to recite in the morning when you get up. Therefore, then they will read us in the proper path. Therefore, nirmama, without any attachment that I am independently doing, don't have that attachment at all. Sarvani karmani, all karyas, my, that is in me, the sanyasya, Krishna does everything by me, through me. Therefore, I am not the independent doer. Independent can be only with one person. Independent cannot be delegated at all. The dharma independent itself is a very, very subtle dharma. Therefore, it is only with God. Therefore, He is the independent doer. This is based on that. Naham Karta, you would have heard about this. Naham Karta, Hari Karta, Tat Puja, Karmachagram, Tatapi, Matkrita Puja, Swami Tvat Prasadena Nanyata. We do puja sitting in the puja room. I am not doing the puja. Paramatma in one rupa sitting in me does puja, in another rupa he receives. That is Naham Karta, Hari Karta should be there. Therefore, this is also very important for this Nishkama Karma Yoga. Then I will conclude my brief submission before you. That is, you 5:10 Brahmanyadaya Karmani, most important. Brahmanyadaya Karmani, Sangam Tektva Gharotyaha, Lipyate Nasapapena, Padmapatra Iva Ambasa. That is, the authority states, but the karmas that we do for one day or for 1 hour is the seed for 7 births. If you see that, then when are we going to have emancipation? When are we going to have God vision? When are we going to reach the lotus pathas of Paramatma? We doubt that like those karmas are sakamya karmas, not nishkama karma. Therefore, here he says, Brahmanyadaya karmani sangam tektva is most important. Sangam tekt, don't aspire for the fruit because it is in the jurisdiction of God. He will give, He will weigh how you have done, and therefore you don't bother about that. It is not under your purview at all. Brahmanyadaya sangam tektva, therefore leaving the desire in the pada, tektva means leaving of Brahmanyadaya, that is bring Paramatma. Today I am speaking before you because God is helping me in one form, sitting in me, talking. Therefore, I am doing this puja like that. Karmani, whoever does karma, that about one example is given. If you do with this mental attitude, that is called in Sanskrit anusandhana, intention is very important. With this intention, that is, if you bring, I am not doing, God in me does the work. Therefore, with this mental attitude, if you do that, one illustration is given. You are not bound by the karma at all. Therefore, such karma with that intention done will not be a seed for future births. Therefore, we can avoid all our future births and we can meet in moksha under the lotus feet of the Lord. He says, for which one illustration one given, one small example is given. Padmapatra ambasa iva. Padmapatra means this lotus leaf. Yeah, how it is not wasted with the water. The water only stands on that. If you just twill it, water will fall down. Like that, no sin, the karma attachment will not be there. Therefore, if Nishkama karma is done, kindly understand, Nishkama karma is the first step. If we want to avoid method that I have got the medicine, I will prescribe, first to do Nishkama karma. Then Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, that is Dhyana, then Aparoksha Jnana, then Moksha. This is the step. Therefore, if we miss the first step, you can't we put the step in the second step, we will not understand what is meant by Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. The first and foremost step is Nishkama Karma should be adopted. Then Sravana, but with Nishkama Karma alone, you should not stop. Arjuna asked the question, how long this Nishkama Karma you should adopt? Because if you want to give a lecture on Nishkama Karma, it will take days and days. Such a big topic, such a essential topic. Therefore, I am briefly submitting before you, being a most auspicious day. On this day, Lord Krishna taught Arjuna about that. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, this Nishkarma Karma is the first step in the sadhana marga. Therefore, we want to avoid birth and death. We want to have eternal happiness. What you should do? The first step is adopt Nishkama Karma. Then here, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Nididhyasana or Dhyana are the same. With that, you have to evolve like that. And I am very happy before you devotees. You gave me a small opportunity to speak few words about this Nishkama Karma on this most auspicious day. This Nishkama Karma for 2:45 to 6 means you can understand the depth of the topic. You can understand the how Krishna taught this one doctrine, Nishkama Karma, in chapter 3. Chapter 3 is called Karma Yoga, and chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. It has been told like that. Therefore, it is an indispensable matter. When Nishkama Karma principle is adopted, the efficiency in the karma will also increase. The attachment to the karma will also increase. We will make all karmas in a successful way. We need not bother about the result, because the result giving is in the hands of God. And I pray Lord Krishna to bestow all happiness to all the audience assembled here. Thank you very much. Anaya Sevya Sri Shaha Venkatesho Marutpriya Kulala Pushpavati Preetaha Dadyan Me Jnana Sampadaha Sri Krishnarpanamastu.